everyone, how's it going? Time lapse of the StarShip SN11 rollout. As you can see, right now the vehicle is right here. It's kind of hard to focus in because the sky is sort of dark outside, but right now StarShip SN11 is on the way over here. Hello, how's it going? As you can see, SN11 is right in front of me. I'm currently right next to the Nerdle Cam. I'm next to Lab Padres Tower. StarShip SN11, and right over here, kind of see. So here, I'm gonna start naming off little parts of the facility. There's a tracking itinerary. Here's the original high bay, which is the windbreaker now. That's where they stack the nose cones. Some SpaceX employees. Eric, how's it going, brother? You call it right here is, so that's tent 3, tent 2, tent 1. Let me zoom in on the facilities so I can kind of explain what's going on. Oh, no problem. Okay, I can't see my fingers, so it's kind of hard to point. All right, so here, that's the windbreaker. That's where they stack the final finished nose cones. And then over here, ooh, that's tent 3. That's where they finish. Hello friend, how's it going? So right here at tent 3, that's where they, I guess that's where the beginning of the production of the nose cones begin, and they get rolled out of the tent. Right here, they get stacked at the windbreaker, then they get moved to the back side, and they get stacked in the high bay with the fuel tanks of the methane and the oxygen tanks of StarShip, and they kind of get just fully stacked and get rolled over here down the road, which is currently happening right now. As you can see, StarShip SN11 is right over there, and it's currently making its way over here. I don't know if you guys can kind of see my camera, but I'm taking a time lapse currently of the rollout. Let me see here. It's kind of hard because the time lapse is happening pretty fast. I'm Eric. You know exactly what I'm gonna do. As soon as it comes right by, I'm just gonna walk up to it right over there, sit on the ground, take a quick casual, just sitting down, casual pan up, zoom in, StarShip, chilling, and it's just gonna be crazy. All of this is just, who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought that we just get to be out here and see rockets roll down the street? I never did. In my 20 years of living in Brownsville, Texas, 23 years, going to be 23, I've never ever experienced that. I never even would have thought that this would have ever been possible. It's absolutely mind-boggling. Hello, Digital Space, how's it going? How's it going? Hello everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm just letting you guys know right now in advance that when StarShip gets a lot closer, I'm gonna end the stream just so I can focus on photography. But right now, since it's kind of like so far away and it takes a while for it to get over here, I'm also sorry for the shakes. I don't have a tripod for my phone, so I'm kind of like just free holding this. So I've somehow managed to, I don't know if there's wind mic problems or whatever, just let me know, guys, because I have a sock over my phone, so it's just kind of like helps out. But right now, we are just currently waiting for StarShip to roll over here. I think it kind of just stopped. I really don't know. I think that, oh, thank you. I really appreciate it, brother, my friend. Thank you. Oh, cool. Thank you. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. So the sock trick really works. So right now, we're just out here waiting for SN11 to making its way downtown, walking fast. It's just slowly coming. I think it's kind of stopped. I think it's, whoa, my camera is in the way. Usually between 2 to 3 hours, that's how long a rollout takes. And as you can see, there's still cars driving on the street. So I don't think the road's officially closed yet. Maybe they're trying to create like a little perimeter before they get StarShip onto the road. But I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. Well, it kind of looks like, is it in the way? Actually, it is on the street. Never mind. Okay, Starship is on the street. Oh, the cam's not stable because I don't have a tripod. I'm sorry. I'm free holding this because I'm currently focusing on my photography. So kind of just doing this for fun. It's just so weird. Like to think that 1,000 years from now, whatever we become, we're gonna look back at these moments and be like, despite all our differences, despite all the pain and hate in the world, we managed to pull together and create something beautiful with a dream and a shared goal and reach for the stars and hopefully prosper. It's gonna be very hard and a lot, like, let's just be honest, space is difficult and we're gonna lose a lot of lives, but it's okay. And cryo test, I think honestly SpaceX possibly might skip the cryo test. They might believe that they might be ready straight for a static fire and they might fly. I really hope they stick the landing as well. Hello, greetings. Hope you're doing well. It is. Starship is taking her sweet time. Sorry for the shakes, guys. Starship is taking her sweet time, making her way over here. Oh yeah, 1,000 years. It's just crazy. Like, 200 years ago, cars were barely invented. So, and look how we have Teslas, Lamborghinis, all these kind of like different, but like yet insane brands of cars, and they all stem from the original Model T. So imagine like what technology can derive from Starship. Starship is just the test bed for our, I don't know. You could say hyperdrive future, but technically it's right now currently to our understanding of physics, it's practically impossible. But anything impossible is just an engineering challenge if it's not impossible. So I think that we just have to figure out a way. Yeah, they do. They have a larger. You can see it right here in the live stream. I'm actually taking a really detailed what's the word, time lapse. So I'll be uploading that as soon as Starship rolls by. I'm just informing everyone that as soon as the vehicle gets very close to me, about 200 yards, I'm gonna end the stream and focus my attentions onto my photography. Yeah, that's the heat shield. You have to assume that this heat shield's gonna cover the entire aft section of the vehicle. Like it's gonna go all the way down to the like alongside. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to go up. I'm 50-50 on Deer Moon. Honestly, like I want to apply, but at the same time, I'm just like, eh. There's still a lot of cars on the road. I'm surprised. Starship is slowly making her way towards us. It has barely passed the mid-bay. And yes, it is. It's totally insane to be able to see Super Heavy Section 1, to be like just the fact that it's already on the test stand, it's getting ready to be like stacked. It's absolutely insane. We might, there's a possibility that we might see a fully stacked Starship Super Heavy by the end of the month. But that's just a possibility. We don't know for sure. Oh yeah, currently he is in Boca Chica, Starbase technically. You're right, Eric. I feel bad for them as well. I just think that the legs aren't sturdy enough. If you look at them, especially like once you're up close to them, they're just a small little portion of the vehicle compared to the actual, like, the entirety of Starship. I wouldn't feel comfortable landing on anywhere with those little legs. But they're just test beds. This is just a test bed prototype. Starship is nowhere near finalized. This is like block 0000001. So as they improve and they learn from their mistakes, the designs only get better over time. So far there is not a confirmed date of launch. It can be anywhere between as early as the end of this month or next month, the following month. With SpaceX, I honestly don't even think SpaceX knows themselves, but I think that as they perfect their whole launch sequence with the Starship, I guess, test series, we'll get more predictable dates. You totally need to, Sam. Like, honestly, to be able to feel the rumbles in person, it's just something that you can't even describe. Maybe. If the water warms up, it's honestly been freezing cold lately, and it's bone chilling. And Starship is slowly making her way over here. Yeah, I know. For my phone, I know. Trust me. But it's all good. So right now, currently, SN11 is rolling their way over here to the launch pad. It's probably moving about 3 miles per hour. It's going to take about 2 hours for it to even get anywhere near me. Maybe about an hour, I say, but it's taking forever. I've been following the Starship development since 2018, December, since Star Harbor was first being constructed. They're moving on these giant, they're basically called roll lifts, and they're being moved. That's how they move houses around in Texas. So SpaceX has contracted them to be able to move the Starship and other large equipment to other portions of their build site or launch pad. So that's how they move stuff around. How's it going, brother? Thank you for joining. Sorry for the shakes. It's kind of difficult, but right now, currently, I think that it's possible, but they need to, right now, well, in the last few weeks, I've noticed that they've been ramping up the production of just being on the, how would you say, working on the orbital launch tower. I think that it's possible that we could see an orbital launch by the end of the year, but I highly doubt it, just because I think that SpaceX needs to be able to first land this a few times, and then, but I'm not doubting them, but realistically, I don't think they can make a launch to orbit by the end of the year. But if they can, I'll be ecstatic. Dry weight is about 100,000 pounds, or yeah, 1 ton. 100 tons, my bad. Sorry for the shakes, guys. I don't have a tripod, but I'm carrying this with my hand. Whoa. Starship's actually starting to speed up now. I'd say it's probably going about 5 miles per hour now. Hey, Norbs, how's it going, brother? It's possible. I wouldn't doubt it, But there needs to be a lot of infrastructure change on the orbital tower to be able to test super heavy. Unless they're going to test super heavy on pad A or pad B, there is plans for the expansion to add another 2 launch test pads and then another orbital launch tower. So maybe they might be able to do a super heavy test. If I was being optimistic, I'd say about 3 months, there's possibility we might see a super heavy test. So y'all can quote me on that. Maybe by the end of the summer, we might see a super heavy fly. But that is just my optimistic guess, and I'm no rocket scientist, so you can take it for however you want. Currently, here, let me show you my little setup so y'all can see where I'm at. So currently, how's that? Is that good, guys? Is the signal better? Yeah, it's terrible out here in Starbase. The signal is just horrible. Okay, so let me show you the location. Currently, I'm taking a time lapse. If you can see the camera on my setup, I'll be posting that on SpaceX, on my Starship page, and on Twitter later on. But I'm currently taking a time lapse. I'm over here by the Nerdle Cam. If you ever watched Lab Padre, that is the tower you'd see all the tests from, all the flights. As you can see, there's the thermal cameras. Here's all the different sets. There's the solar panels. It's pretty crazy. What Lab Padre has going on here is a pretty awesome setup. It's pretty cool. And then over here, you can see there's the build site, or the launch pad, my bad. That's the launch site. So you can see a little star hopper right here. Right there's a little hoppy. Tank farm, SN7.2. That's pad B. Tankzilla's in the way, is going to be able to lift SN11 onto pad B. Orbital launch pads over here. A lot of concrete going in for development. I wish I was on Starlink, but I'm not. So we're currently about, I'd say, 1 mile away from Starship, and it's slowly making her way towards me ever so slowly. He does. He owns the land I'm standing on currently is his property. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Oh, yeah, so here, look, let me show you about the Nerdle. So this right here is the Nerdle Cam. That's, yeah, it's solar panel. So that's solar. It's pretty crazy what they have going on here. That, like, this is all Lewis's property. He takes video of the flights and then the construction process. So if you're watching Lab Padre right now, if you have it pulled up and you're watching this rollout from his perspective, you're literally, I'm probably about 30 feet away from from the tower. So it's just crazy. So we're both together in spirit. SN11 is barely passing tent 1. Tent 1 is where they make the ring. It is ring production tent. Tent 2, the tent in between tent 3 and tent 1, is where they stack the ring production and they roll them out and they leave them inside the pad in between the high bay and tent 3. Rings get rolled into high bay or mid bay for stacking. Then nose cone production is tent 3, the one on the far right. Once the nose cone gets produced, gets rolled out towards the windbreaker for nose to body integration, and then it gets rolled over to the high bay, final stacking, and we have a Starship like SN11 rolling over to the pad, rolls down the street, makes its way. But yeah, it is moving fast. I think they picked up the pace. They're really hauling it now. Well, I'm sorry for the shakes, guys. Whew. I look up and forget that I'm holding it. My perspective moves with it. I have no idea how fast it travels. I think right now it's kind of windy. You just can't hear it because of my sock. But it's traveling. Oh, how far has it traveled? It's traveling about 2 miles towards the launch site. 1.8 miles. It's roughly about 2 miles. But it's just slowly making its way over here. It's a little windy outside, so I think that's why they're taking their time. It's moving now. It's moving faster now because the wind kind of died down. But I believe that the wind picks up, they're gonna kind of like, you know, hold back and be more careful, because you don't want to have an accident out here, and you don't want the Starship to tip over, God forbid. So it's just, we're kind of just waiting. My video went out. Is it still going? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Oh, really? Oh, no video? That's so weird. Hold up. Can y'all see me? Hello? That's weird. That's so weird, guys. Hold up, I'm working on it. Is it working now? Can y'all see me? Hello everyone, how's it going? That's so weird. Here, I don't know why my stream went out. Here, I'm gonna end my stream. Oh, no, man, I don't know why my here. I have no idea why my camera is... I'm using my phone, guys. I'm sorry. Here, let me see here. Am I still black screen? Yeah, here, I'll start a new stream, guys. Here, I'll restart the stream. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.